Duke Luca Abele tore down the old palace in Karnaca and built himself a new one. A monument to his ego. Whether he knows it's coming or not, I'm here to make him pay for everything he's done. I'm going to show him what happens to those who turn traitor to the Empire. After tonight, the Duke will either be dead or deposed, depending on how this plays out. Whatever happens to Serkonos in the aftermath is his fault, not mine. I've got to get inside, take care of the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Long for someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
He could always count. Finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Serkonos. Fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Are you ready for this?
I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Killing off Duke Abele is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
Everyone who crosses my path on the way to Duke Abele is going to regret it. They all deserve to bleed.
Meet me at the skiff.
I hope I've been of some help to you. It's good to feel useful. Here, near the end of my time. Look at you. In a lifetime, how many monarchs have done half of what you have in a month? I hear the Duke's wine cellar is exquisite, if you happen to pass through. I remember telling you stories at the Hound Pits pub so long ago. How you've changed.
We're going after the one who started it all. The Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points, and picking the approach.
thinking about the best ways to kill somebody who lives behind high walls. But with the excitement, there's a black echo that comes back to me for what I did at Dunwall Tower. If anyone deserves killing, though, it's Duke Luca Abele. I've loved a number of women, and even a couple of men. But I've never loved anyone like my Deirdre. After I left home, those first years on the streets, she's all that kept me from the bottom of the river. I could sleep on a pile of garbage under a leaky awning as long as she was there with me. Sharing a tin of potted meat or a bottle of brandy. We nicked during the day. The Duke and his little brother came through Dunwall. And Deirdre and I got in their way as they stepped out of their fancy coach. The Duke goaded his brother, calling us wharf roaches. And it was the brother who swung the stick that killed her. Splitting her skull, there were wooden gazelles on top of the coach. And I snapped one off and drove it into his eye, as deep as it would go. Deirdre was already gone. Dead as a doornail. Lying in the muck, staring up at the gray Dunwall sky. On the run after that. I was hunted by the City Watch and even members of the Grand Guard up from Serkonos. People looked at me like I was cursed, spitting whenever I got close. Everyone knew I'd bring trouble. Even the gangs. The Duke's brother has been dead for a long time. But now's my chance to get back at Luca Abele for setting him off against pretty, young Deirdre. Nothing was the same for me after they took her away.
Ready to visit the Duke?
All right, let's go.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abele.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept, in the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden. But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
That's why they call it the black market. Can't just sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
What's the delay getting it to the shop? Better you afraid we'll get caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnaka and over at Colorado. So there's basically no risk.
What's your friend's name?
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
My family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever... Watch it! Someone there? What's going on?
So let's see. What was it?
What?
You finally...
No such permit, Captain. I know the laws of Karnak.
Laws change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina? Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers. But no one knows how the fire started.
Captain, her brother died in that fire.
Sleep inside drunk, from what I remember. You've got until tomorrow to pay up.
What's going on?
Are you all right? What's happening now?
Get away! See? See? I told you! End of the road for you! I don't want to die! Come back here! Holy shit!
Leave me alone, please. I don't feel like talking.
$2 for that cat lap? Well, no more, thank you. Place is a dump anyway.
those who curry their favor. Are you feeling more comfortable, Majesty? Are these the people you want running a quarter of your empire? No? It never seemed to bother you before. Maybe it looks different up close. Maybe here it's harder to ignore the way the people outside the palace get through the day. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
Open up. I cut the code, but it's back on the boat.
No exceptions. Either you have the code, or I assume something's off. My boss's orders.
Damn it! Open this door!
You know I won't do this. You're wasting time.
What's going on here?
Let's see what this says.
This whole setup is a huge pain in the ass. Timing windows that ignore the tides, fake boat manifests, and private door codes. Might be easier just to play it straight. Pick up and deliver goods. Anyway, so I don't forget it. The code for the black market shop is Serkonan wine is better than Tivian prisons. Idiots.
One of us is down!
Who's there?
No!
What was that?
Yes. All right, Juffer. Better me than them.
Hello?
Anyone here? Show yourself. No! Damn it! No! Guards! Someone! Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Serkonan wine is better than Tivian prisons.
And better Crystolian clap than Morellian gout. All right. Feel free to browse my offerings. I am proud to say we are still open and fully stocked despite the recent incidents at other shops. Very good. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. A deal well made. Come back soon, if I'm still around.
Are you worried someone might recognize you?
I'm not in the
Someone
mood.
there?
Show yourself.
No! What? It's you and me now.
I need assistance. Murder! Call the Grand Guard!
And we get to do the job how we see fit.
Swimming. That was good.
Think you're being quiet?
I wonder who that was.
Feel her presence. Always conflict, power, greed, lust. For me, what I wouldn't give just to hold your hand in mine one more time.
Get ready to pay, Duke Abele.
Orders tonight?
Nope. As long as it's not me, I don't care. It's never any fun.
I'm not sure who's worse, the Duke or his body double. One's half likely to have you flogged for looking at him wrong. The other might just bore you to death.
I definitely heard something.
Better check.
Don't look so disappointed. It's not about married. The inner circle is packed with the Duke's pets.
Lick spittles. At least I'm not one of them.
Exactly. And think, when all this fighting for thrones is settled, the Duke's going to need you to take charge in the Northern Isles. By this time next year, you could be in charge of power, offering more fame and the most deserving.
Take this opportunity to dispatch.
No, no, no! Murder! Call the Grand Guard! Someone! Protect me! What's going on here?
Don't look so disappointed.
Wonder what I'm dealing with.
I can't do anything for you. You'd better run. That's a horrid idea.
So.
Who's that? What's happening now? Something's going on. Not if... Come back here!
Your soft life is over, decoy.
When I first met with my inner circle, I saw nervous faces. Even the boldest were afraid, wondering if we'd live to see another feast. Now Serkonos is ascendant, but this is a story that began long years before. I knew Delilah when I was only a boy, and even after she was lost, dead, and gone from the world, her memory burned in my mind. Until finally I began to hear her whispering, calling to me from the void. Telling her story of growing up in Dunwall Tower and the half-sister who cheated her of her throne. Then she told me there was a way to bring her home. Delilah. Beautiful. Immortal.
It seems the Duke has some of the Jindosh Clockwork soldiers.
Hello?
Father.
Machine switching to alternative override. Playback for detection registered.
Opportunity to back charge second coil. Make a note. Remove this playback after the final fifth indicates the search protocol is underway.
Whatever the thing.
Something's gotta give.
No one knows what's happened. Could be anything. Just gotta watch my own back.
The old Duke could only see this. Wasteful expense.
This must be the key to the Duke's vault.
So let's see. What was it? I don't think I invited you.
Parasite.
Okay, the machine has detected something.
Delilah Copperspoon.
At this point, the clockwork. Playback indicates criminal profile.
Clockwork soldier deal with it.
The machine has lost its quarry.
Let's see how you handle yourself. I've got just the thing for you.
Machine is identified. Okay, shut it down. And playback. Etched. Now the line out and etched.
Show yourself. Look over there. I'll check around here.
Wonder who that was. Wonder what I'm dealing with. What?
What? Somebody's not feeling well.
Huh? What is going on here? Stop!
Take this! Come on! I don't have time for games.
Can't stay hidden forever.
Feels like we're living in an age of wonder. One of us has no.
Shit, who are you? Here? Stop! I don't want. What are you waiting for? Strike me there!
Come back here!
Come on!
Take it!
You won't get away!
No use running.
Let it go!
All right, chopper.
I'll get
You are
She can't escape!
Into the
That's not right!
What the? Stop! What was that?
Come on, let's finish this.
I'll be damned. What? Somebody's not feeling well.
Playback indicates criminal. Magnetic orbital.
Hey, who is? Let's see what you can do.
Impossible. The crown killer.
Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Shit.
Custody.
No! I don't want to die! Anyone! Someone! Protect me! God! Someone!
Still warm.
Somebody's down.
What? That's not right! Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Where is she, damn it?
Hello?
Be on your...
What happened here?
People don't hide their faces unless they're up to something bad.
We need to find something.
Be careful.
Hey,
the murderer could be anywhere.
End of
You're
time for you.
Stone whale.
What? I can't do anything for you. You'd better run.
That's it, please.
You've been warned. I'm going to call for...
I don't want to die!
You are?
I think I heard something.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
One of us is down. Hey, where do you think you're going? You can't escape!
Something feels wrong.
Another victim? No way!
Let's see what Duke Abele keeps hidden away in here. Delilah Copperspoon. This must be the Duke's vault.
Playback for detection registered. Something tripped the detection rig on Tuesday.
Image was made to hold Delilah's spirit.
This is it. Release me from this dead vessel, free of this poisoned world, and trap Delilah's spirit.
You were all I ever wanted.
Let me go. I've seen too much of this world. There's blood on your hands.
Did it for you. To keep your throne. For your legacy.
My daughter, you are becoming everything I fought against. I love you, but let me go.
So it's done. Now to take Delilah's soul back to her.
Was this the heart of my half-sister? Only her flesh remains.
Maybe Delilah's spirit was holding it together.
You will never gain back what you lost here. Did you think she'd be pleased with what you'd become? You're alone now. I'm your only family. Every time you drew your blade, a part of her died. I inhabit two impossible places at once. The prison of dead flesh, after a prison of bones.
There. Now to wait.
You will take me back and die at my hands.
So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
Duke Abele is dead. Long live whatever comes next.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
Yes, at long last. To take back the throne and find a way to save my father.
Ready, then?
Take me back to the ship.
All right. As you want.